Now we should be.
Hello, folks. Bill and Brian with Energy Rogue. Listen, we're here to talk to you a little bit about crude oil, natural gas. It's been sort of a roller coaster week.
Yep,
Brian?
it's been a roller coaster week, and in case you don't know who we are, so that always gets me pumped up.
All right, we're pumped. Hey, folks, listen, crude oil took a little trip this week. It took a little trip to the 60s.
Yep. So
Uh,
Bill and I hosted a 2-year celebration with our customers. Thank you so much for being a part of that. For those of you that joined, it was fantastic. It was wonderful. And what we actually talked about yesterday, that on May the 4th, which is our 2-year anniversary, yes, it has to do with Star Wars. And as much as the market tries to beat down crude,
No. Strike me down in anger, and I'll always be with you.
crude will continue to come back. But on our live session, we actually watched this candle, and we watched it around the 66 to 68 level. And then we suggested that it was highly possible that we might see an extension up to 72.95. And today, lo and behold, we started that. We are not financial advisors, but we did want to tell you that our members, we meet with them, talk with them regularly, and give our viewpoint on the markets. And collectively, we have a better vision because our members are active. They give us ideas, they give us suggestions on the consumption side of the market, the refining side of the market, the producing side of the market, the midstream. So and we were international yesterday. We were
that's true.
international.
And you too can be part of this elite group for only $89 a month by
That,
subscribing
yeah.
to our services at Rogue Edge and at MG Rogue. So,
And if you want to learn more, you can click below. You can email us directly. You can book a meeting with us directly, and we'd be happy to show you around, see if it's for you. If it's for you, great. If it's not, enjoy your journey. So now, when we talk about crude oil, why did we drop so much, Bill? I mean, we collapsed. Why did we
well,
drop so much?
there's a lot of people who are concerned about some of the one more bank that's come up that's wanting to sell. They think that is same thing as being a little bit nervous about what it was Western Alliance, Western something.
I
Um,
think you're right.
and so that made people about, a recession coming. We've always had a recession coming for right now, most of 2022 and a lot of 2023. Uh, and so it will eventually get here, but it's coming on a slow bus, apparently.
Well,
Unless
I'd
we,
say probably.
without knowing
I
that, we may already be in it.
I'd say for the past month, the crude oil trading has been a combination of strong dollar, rising interest rates, and recession. All of this activity has to do with those three data points. And what we take a look at is we look at supply and demand, and what we see on that's natural gas. Let's go up to crude oil because we're talking
Bro,
crude oil.
I'm gonna throw you a little bit of curve too. A lot of times on no news or no new news, I guess is what the way to put that. You can see commodities drift downward just because, for lack of a better word of it, the boredom of the market. It
Yeah.
it has a tendency to go down more than it has a tendency to go up, and so
Another.
left alone, it will drift down as opposed to drift up.
Yep. And what Bill is talking about is a dynamic that is pretty typical to where if there is no news, it just tends to sell off. People get bored, and so they loosen their positions, they sell their positions and buy something else. And essentially what we're saying, when every time that you look at this chart,
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
it's what you see, and that's part of the reason that we created Energy Rogue, is we really wanted to dive into some of the fundamentals, because at the core root of it all, supply demand fundamentals are going to be the driver in the long term. In the short term, there are going to be technical moves, financial correlations. Well, this went up because of it went down because of the dollar. There's unrelated correlations, but what we take a look at is we're looking at rigs in the shale basin, and they are dropping. So they are. What did we drop? What did we talk about? Like eight?
We dropped 8 rigs in the last week, I think it is, and what's interesting about that is we dropped a lot more oil than we did gas when we did that.
Yeah.
And so that would say and that's not unusual. People take a look at this, and if you happen to catch a company in a decision making cycle where they're have now decided this is the week they're going to make decisions for the future, and the price is going down, they're not going to they're going to postpone any additional drilling until which time they feel like they can see it going up.
Right. And the key here is we are still adding production, but at a much lower rate. Or said a different way, for oil grew by 60,000 barrels a day in March. We needed roughly 660,000 barrels a day of new production just to offset the decline that we have. And that's what this chart shows. And we'll show the natural gas chart in just a second, but natural gas, you can see the same curve. We are still adding production, but at a much, much slower rate. And we have our projections that this is about to tip. So natural gas has kind of bounced off its lows. I would look for retracement to probably, and again, we're not financial advisors, probably mid 20s, probably 225. That'd be my short-term estimate. But the
So
key thing to remember is we're adding production, but we added in March 400,000 MCF a day. Bill, do you know how much new volume we needed to add to grow by 400,000 to offset it?
Don't worry, Chewie. I think I know what he has in mind.
Yes. I love it. It was Star Wars Day.
So yeah, it's going to take a lot more. I didn't realize that we're playing Star Wars on Star Wars Day +1, which is Cinco de Mayo. But it takes for us to add 70,000. It takes 670,000. It takes a lot of additional volume to be able to do that. So, folks, we're going to can it right here. We're going to come back next week and talk a little bit more about Nat Gas or Natty Gas, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And hey, listen, click to sign up in the email or follow us up on energyrogue.com. Sign up, become part of the Rogue Nation, and we'll see you there.
Yep. Come join us. And if you're curious and you just want to find out something and these prompt some questions, book a meeting with us. We're happy to do that. We'll show you Rogue Edge. And if it's for you, sign up. If it's not for you, we wish you well on your journey. We appreciate you watching. Click like, subscribe, do all that. All that stuff. I hate saying it, but we do have to fight algorithms.
That's true. And just remember, as you work through your journey,
There is no try.
That is true. That is true. Well, listen, Happy Friday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for everybody coming yesterday. We really are humbled and honored. So enjoy yourself. And any parting words, Bill?
Nope, that's it. Let's see what happens next week.
Yep. See you next week.